Shri Parasakthi Vidyalaya Cbse Class 8 Subject English.
Good morning students. Hope you all well. Today we are going to study a new poem, that is geography lesson written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Let me introduce the poet Zulfikar Ghosh. Students, this is our poet Zulfikar Ghosh. Zulfikar Ghosh was born in March 31, 1935. He is a Pakistani American novelist, poet and essayist. He is a resident of Texas. His works are primarily magical realism, blending fantasy and harsh realism. Let us go to the poem. Students, all of you take your English textbook, page number 34, geography lesson written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Geography lesson. What is the meaning of geography lesson? What is the meaning of geography? That you already know that geography is the study of earth, physical features and of human activities. Okay. The study of earth physical features and of human activities, that is geography. Okay, let us go to the poem. Can you imagine what your city would look like if you saw it from the 10,000 feet above the ground? Can you imagine that you are seeing your city from 10,000 feet above ground? What's your feeling at that time? You can see all the things that is neatly planned and perfect in proportion, like geometrical design, isn't it? Everything is neatly planned that you can see from the 10,000 feet above ground. Okay, it would strike you as something very different from what it actually is while you are in the thing of it. That is, now you can realize that everything is neatly planned, that you are in the ground, you cannot feel like that. Then you can go the 10,000 feet above, then only you can realize everything is perfectly planned in our city, isn't it? Okay. Then then here a poet describes of just such a view of city and some questions that come to his mind. That is, here it is all the feeling of a poet when he sat in an aeroplane and looked down. He realized that how the earth was going changed as he going higher and higher. Okay. Some questions arises in his mind. What will be the questions? We will look what will be the questions. Students, today we are going to study the small portion of the poem, geography lesson, that is first 4 stanzas. The next class we will study the remaining part of the poem. Okay. Listen, let me read. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked half-hearted, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. When the jet sprang into the sky, underline the word sprang. Sprang means flew. It was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability, underline that word also, about what on ground had looked half-hearted, underline that word, half-hearted, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Sprang means flew. Flew. Then inevitability means you can see in the glossary that it cannot be avoided. Half-hearted means without plan or order. Okay. In the first stanza, the poet describes the scene of the city and the country from an aeroplane flying high. When the jet plane took off, the sky was clear. The poet looked out from the window The city looked neatly planned, but on ground it looked without plan or order. It had numerous lanes and houses without style or symmetry. This is the poet sat on the aeroplane, and what he feels at that time, everything is looked neatly planned, but on the ground it looked without any plan or order. That is he say in this small portion of the poem. Okay. In the remaining the two parts of this poem we will discuss in the next class. Thank you, children. Children, this is your homework. You have to do this homework. This is a simple homework and you have to read the poem 4 or 5 times that you can understand this poem very well. And we will discuss the remaining part of the poem in the next class. Thank you, children.